Go!
Oh, recording. Hi, welcome. I didn't know you could record. Welcome to Monday Night Team Call. Jamie Haskin here with Tiffany Wilson, and we are excited to talk to you guys. Whether you've been here for a while or whether you're brand spanking new, this is for everybody, and we are excited to just connect on what we really have at our fingertips. What is all this about? What do we have here? And then where are we going? How do we get there? And really, what is it going to take? So we have just some really great info to start with you guys on that. Some belief and some vision with really where you can go with this. And then some just kind of some down and dirty, like, hey, this is what it's going to take to get there. So we're really excited. Tiffany's going to kick it off with the first little bit right here.
Y'all listen, I've been in quarantine too long over here, so it's showing. All right, thanks, James. Okay, so, we're going to talk about what you have, where you're going, everything that's going on with your business tonight. So the first thing is, the day that I remember sitting down at my desk and clicking join, I paid $39.95 for my membership, and that, well, it was a little bit less than, but that was the day that my prayers were answered. Y'all, I had prayed for so long for, health victories, for my struggles to go away, to financially be able to get ahead. So this was a blessing. And what did I buy for that $39.95? Y'all, I bought a business that has paid our family back almost 21,000 times and has since changed the lives of thousands of people whom I've met and been able to create lifelong friendships with through this incredible business. So such an incredible blessing. And I know we could hear those stories from so many of us on this call tonight about what this opportunity has brought to us. So when you click join, you essentially bought options for your life. You bought freedom. This business is going to lift the lid, off of your potential, letting you determine how high you can go and how far you really want to travel in this business. You're not going to see limitations here and things holding you back. And I don't know about y'all, but I had decided early on, it was in probably like my 20s, that I was tired of basically working to build somebody else's dream. I had worked since I was 13, and it was time to build my dream and my family's dream. And that willingness and that energy to make that happen is what's going to take y'all far too. And I want to tell you that I spent many, many years prior to Plexus dabbling in other network marketing companies for, makeup, candles, nails. Maybe some of y'all can even relate to that. I even had a fairly successful eBay storefront prior. And I can tell you that in all of those opportunities, y'all, I never was paid back the way that Plexus has paid me. Not to mention the parties, the time involved, you had to snap pictures, you had to post all the stuff, you had to ship the products. With Plexus, y'all, we literally have all of that. We have a team of people for marketing, for developing products, for shipping, for collecting money, for processing the credit cards, paying you, and keeping your website running, which we don't even have to pay for that monthly. So, it's only yearly, so it's incredible. And you have here the integrity of leaders that help, support, encourage, breathe belief into you. They are here for you. And I want to tell y'all that the support and that community is so huge in this. When my son was diagnosed with cancer at 8 months old back in 2017, I was just barely, y'all, 2 years into this business. And the community is what lifted our family up. And I am talking the community, everybody, strangers I had never met. There was so much love and prayer and support. And that is all still carried on today. And I see it with, so many other families too. And if you don't know, y'all, what the core values are with Plexus, I can post a link then here. But you know, we are one Plexus. We are accountable. We get the job done right. We empower others. Plexus is, you know, passionate about doing it the way that it could be done and should be done, but rarely is. They want us to be proud, y'all. They want us to be proud of today, tomorrow, and in the future. And I have like a little core values card with our Plexus promise, and I have that with me all the time. Like, I keep that near my desk, like just to remind us of what a special gift this truly is. And so how are you going to get all of this freedom? That's of course going to come from literally the most amazing and fairest compensation plan out there. When my husband and I sat down and we looked at this and compared it to others, we were blown away at the opportunity and how people could do this. We're paid 11 different ways, 5 times a month, and it's focused on residual income and setting you up for success. Plexus is not a company that wants to make it hard for you to succeed. And I promise you, I've been with companies like that, and that is not Plexus. You know, John Maxwell said that, that every person needs at least 3 streams of income, and one of those should at least be passive residual income. And I think he said now he has like 7, and 4 of them are passive. So network marketing is the opportunity, y'all, that gives you those streams of income that can grow from basically small to large. And the only limit on any of that, y'all, is going to be how much you're willing to invest in your business. And kind of another fact that I want you to really think of is that network marketing has created more millionaires than any other industry in the world, okay? Let that sink in, because that is what we have here. Each of you sitting on this call tonight, I want you to know that you're at a level playing field. When I started this, when Jamie started this, we were no different than any of y'all. You know, life's filled with, I think, so many fields that aren't leveled, and not everyone has the same opportunity to succeed, but that is not here. That is not at Plexus. You know, in this playing field, we have massive opportunity. And, you know, there's going to be people that are basically, you know, people are either never going to get ready. They're either going to get ready, or they're ready. So you need to decide today, here and now, which one of those you are. And remember, guys, our compensation plan, it doesn't care who you've been, what you've done, any of that. It's going to reward you for who you are going to become. So, you know, who will that be? Who are you going to become? So this is basically what we have, you guys. We have a real gift, a real treasure here, and it's up to us to you know, go forth and make things happen. Jamie, do you want to add anything into that, girl? Shoot, I can't, why is that like that? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Participants, this is a good.
Okay, now Jamie, unmute yourself.
There we go. Awesome.
Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I made it so you couldn't unmute. Forgive me, please.
No worries. Awesome, Tiff. I mean, that inspires me. I hope that inspires you to know what we have, and then to look beyond us to who that can relate to and connect to, that you know. Who can you reach that can affect? Because the whole stream of income thing, you guys, that Tiffany just talked about, the fact that anyone can benefit from that means whether someone really needs in their job right now, or whether someone has a very successful job right now, but they are successful and they realize that another stream of income would be beneficial. I think David just popped that in here in the chat at some point, realizing the importance of another stream of income. So really, this is for everybody. Everybody can benefit from what we have to offer here with a financial opportunity, and then also with the health. Whether you've been with us for a while now, and maybe you have your own health testimony, and maybe that just brings you to tears thinking about that, or maybe you're brand new and you don't have that yet, or you don't know someone about that yet, but it will happen. I've been on the phone with people and cried with people for their health testimonies, for things that they have gotten past. And just to know that and to see that, that is what this is about. This is so much beyond ourselves. We're a part of something big, and it is impacting lives. So that is just an incredible thing to be a part of, in terms of what we really have here.
Yes. And, I shared my story about Bear, and just real quick, y'all, like, I had a girl this month that went Ruby, literally from a hospital room where her son was undergoing treatment for relapse leukemia, and she went Ruby. And she has shared in chats like how much that means that they can, they can afford things, they can pay medical bills, they can put food on the table for their family, they can start to be able to give back to these things that they're so passionate about. And that is at the core and the heart and the reason of why I do this every single day, and why I know so many of y'all that have been in this for so long do this, because it doesn't matter if it's one life or 1,000 lives, they all matter in this industry, in Plexus. So that's the best part of our community. So moving on, where are you going? So where are you going with this? So basically, are you sitting there, are you sharing a little to get your products paid for, or are you going to the top and taking others with you? Kind of a reminder is that you don't have to be great to start, but y'all, you do have to start to be great. So, if your desire to better yourself and the people that you love is big, then you're going to have a clear field for success right there in front of your eyeballs. I mean, are you thinking small over there, or are you dreaming big? Are you allowing yourself to even dream? So many of us have been shut off from dreaming for so long, thinking we weren't capable, or we weren't able to have these things. Are you allowing your family to dream with you, or are you frozen in fear in what others might think? Listen, y'all, I want to tell you that I learned early on in my business that those people, they don't pay my bills, right? And I know well enough to not base my worth on the opinions of others. And the only care that I have is what my Father in heaven thinks about all that, y'all. So I'll say, those people, bring them on this with you. Change their mindset. Show them what you can do. I will tell you that the last 5 years of my business, those are the people that drove me the most, were the people that didn't believe in me, and the people that didn't think I could do this, and the people that wanted to see me fail. So, that you're not going that direction. You're going the complete other direction towards success, whatever that looks like for you. And that starts by, opening your mouth, allowing yourself to basically learn while you're earning. And the best way to intentionally grow is through practice. And I say it all the time to people, but consistency is going to build that confidence. So being consistent in your business is so, so, so important. And so, where are you going? Looking at, how this can change your family's life. How can you impact others? Where's a bigger picture for that? And so going into some things, and sharing a little bit of my story. Fallon and I, 5 years ago, y'all know Fallon, I stood in a garage in Savannah, Georgia, and I sold a stroller to this girl I met off Craigslist. And just prior to meeting her, I was telling her, y'all, I was saying, wait, I'm almost home to meet you. I just have to run through the drive-thru at Starbucks. Okay. This girl, she thought I was nuts, but by the end of our 3-hour-long garage conversation, and my husband feeding her kids goldfish crackers, which she did not eat because that is not good for you. And that was totally accident. I still apologize to her for that. But she thought, do you think that she thought, ooh, she looks healthy, she's thin, I doubt she'd need these products? Wrong, y'all. She stepped out of her fear, and she stepped out of that comfort zone, and she made a choice then that she was going to share with me. And what she didn't know is that I was on over 10 prescription medications, and I was so, so sick. And I am so thankful to that girl that turned around and mentioned this pink drink, which took me 2 days to drink because I thought it was going to kill me. But I'm grateful for that because now I'm off every single medication and I'm thriving. So she didn't prejudge. And y'all, you don't want to do that either. This is about making a bigger impact on people, about offering hope, offering health, happiness. My 3 H's. So you might be sitting there tonight and you might be thinking, you're new, or you need to have this crazy mind-blowing testimony for people to trust you. But friends, y'all, you do not. I want you to look around this chat and I want you to do something for me. I want you to start checking the comments because I want everybody on this call tonight, I want you to share with us right now how Plexus has helped you. Because I want everybody on this call to see that these products work, period, number one. And number two, they're doing amazing things for people. And, my OB, our integrative doctor, our chiropractor, our son's oncologist, our primary doctor, all the doctors, the dentist, they've approved Plexus. They've loved Plexus. They've said to take the products that we have here to offer. And look at these comments coming through, y'all. What a blessing this is. So borrow. What I'm saying is borrow that belief until you have a story. Your sponsor and all of us we're here. We're here to support you. And you just only need to share. Don't prejudge, invite everyone to come alongside and make an impact with you. Accountability partners are the absolute best in this business. And, take a peek at our gut health page to see that. And it doesn't have to be about you, y'all, for your friends to begin writing their story. You do not need to have a crazy pound weight loss story or a miraculous story in 2 weeks to change a life. I detoxed for almost 9 months until I had a story. So I encourage you to pay attention to small gains, versus quick fixes. And see, look at all these. I love seeing all these come through. This is so amazing. What a blessing, Wow, my gosh, y'all, I'm gonna tear up. But, so sometimes going off that, sometimes I'll hear people that'll say oh, I hadn't noticed much yet. Yet is the key word. And they might take a week or 2 break. But listen, y'all, they always come back and they're saying, oh girl, those products were working. Listen. So that is correct. These products are a phenomenal tool. They're an amazing foundation for long-term health. And coming off of a foundation, y'all, if you want to fix a foundation, that's what people want, right? But remember that it took such a long time to break that foundation, and it's going to take time to fix that as well. So, many of us have spent years being used to feeling bad that, a lot of us prior to Plexus thought that being tired and achy was normal. But when you stop and you start to notice those small gains, you'll see the real winning there. So, they say that if you've spent a decade if you spend a decade not taking care of your body, basically for every year, it takes a month to recover. So it would take 10 months to really fix the foundation and not just have a Band-Aid solution, which is exactly what I could relate to. And many of us are, how old right now? So have we always taken care of our bodies? Have we always grew our own, ate the best food, avoided antibiotics, environmental toxins, all the key factors that wreck health on our guts? I'm going to guess no. So, but that's the beauty in all this, is that this opportunity truly, truly, truly is for everyone, y'all. For people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, skills, insecurities, faults, they are at the very top of this company. And there's no such thing as, your cookie cutter typical diamond. I grimace, y'all, looking back at my Facebook 5 years ago. I was like a whiny, super negative, absolutely crazy, didn't want to be around her kind of crazy person. I still had friends, amazingly. But I'm here to tell y'all that you can become, a diamond or whatever your goal is, emerald, sapphire. You can become all of that if you believe that you are worthy of success. you know, we all have doubts, we all have ups and downs, but what are you going to do about that? The successful, they keep going, they keep learning, growing, all on repeat. So it is impossible to help others if we haven't taken care of ourselves. So don't distance yourself and discredit that you can have that success and that accomplishment of a dream. You know, when a person has something to offer, that's what it is. And this is a place for others to, you know, learn, to work, and to serve. So, you know, you might have heard, I think Maxwell said that, you know, when influence is gained and good values are learned and lived, we can begin to take a positive influence in the lives of others. And this all begins with becoming a better person, with making a choice to take a chance so that our lives can change. And that brings, you know, about the residual income, the things that, you know, we want to have, that passive income. And I've always believed, and I've never wavered, that everyone is going to eventually try Plexus. So y'all, each of you on this call tonight, you can be that open door for somebody that you know too, for health, for finances, for all of that, because somebody is waiting for you. And through this massive opportunity, I have just found that so many fulfillments and joy in connecting with and investing in others. And that has all basically led to memories and the incredible experiences that we have had over the years. So if you have not yet, you will soon find out, y'all, that being a part of this group is going to make you feel like you found your family. You'll be surrounded by people that have dreams of a better life, values that are solid to build that dream on, and who are going to come alongside you and help you make that dream come true. And, you know, we are all traveling that same road as you, y'all. So we're excited to do this with you. Y'all, I just noticed the time. I've been talking forever. I gotta stop. Jamie, save me. I was in church for a minute.
Like, stick with us. We're only halfway through here, people. No. Well, we'll speed up.
Okay, this was only part one, so I'm just happy we broke this into 2 parts, y'all, because I don't know what just happened. It's not really that time.
Okay, we'll try and speed up some parts over here. Stick with us a little bit longer. We'll go a little bit over tonight. So let's go into how do you get there. So we have the belief, we have the vision, we're going there, right? So how do we get there? One thing that I can tell you right now is you are on one of the fastest growing teams of this company, which is amazing. So shout out to everybody here and the leaders here. I'm so proud of everybody in this team, and like the community that Tiffany was talking about is so important and so valuable. So the fact that we can learn from leaders who have gone there before, that was pivotal for me when I started. It wasn't that I had to join and figure this out on my own and that I didn't know what to do. I would never have started because that wasn't my personality. I didn't think I could do that. But the belief that was already talked about was poured into me. And it was said that, hey, these people are at the top. We can do what they do. And then Tiffany and Fallon were like, we're going to the top. You can come with us if you want to. Like, they had that belief. So I'm telling you guys, we have belief in you, and we have the systems. We know what to do. So we are telling you, do these things, come with us to the top, and you can do this. So no reinventing the wheel. We have the systems, and that is what makes this simple and fun. And we can do this together and link arms. So being coachable is huge, you guys. Are you duplicating? Are you being coachable? If you are being asked to do something and someone is telling you that this is important, or here's a way you can grow, or go read this book, or make sure you open up those 3-way chats, or get on the phone call and do a coaching call. Are you being coachable to what your leader is telling you to do? These are important things if you are being told to do something. So leaders, first and foremost, to be a strong leader, leaders are coachable. So be coachable yourself, and then duplicate those things down. So another thing is talking to your sponsor and connecting to them regularly. Be proactive and be that person that seeks out their sponsor and their leader, and you ask the questions and you get in those three-way chats and you move forward. Be proactive yourself to learn and to grow. We talked in our chat, we still talk all the time, Tiffany, but we talked in our chat, shouting out victories, asking the questions, doing the things. There was not too many questions. When people talk to me and ask me questions, I know that they're working and they're moving and they're growing and they want to learn, and that's exciting. I love that. And I'm still asking questions and learning and growing. So John Maxwell, also, he is, guru leader. He is always looking and seeking out people to ask questions and to learn and to grow on the daily. So if somebody that high of a leadership lid is doing that, you guys, you better believe I better be doing that, and you better believe you better be doing that. Another thing is consistency. Tiffany briefly mentioned this, but be consistent at the activities that we need to be doing. We have a checklist of things that we can be doing on the daily, like reaching out to new people, following up, posting. Our IPA chats are there for accountability. Doing those things consistently does matter. Doing them, sometimes, or doing them when we feel like it, it doesn't cut it, you guys. It doesn't. If you want to help a few people here and there, maybe get some products paid for, dreams, and you're going to think big, and you're going to think like some of these things that we've been talking about this call, because you can do things for your family and impact others, then you have to show up consistently on a regular basis. Starting a business and you are being proactive, or you're in a leadership position, you have to show up, right? You have to show up to work. You have to show up to the meetings. You have to lead. It's not just oh, I don't feel like it today. You can't just pick and choose. Now, the blessing of this business is we do have the flexibility to do this on our own time, right? We have so much freedom and flexibility with this. I absolutely love it. So that is 100% true, but that doesn't mean you don't show up at all, right? We still have to fit that in, and we still have to make priorities. So flexibility, yes, but show up and be consistent on the regular, because what you do consistently is going to grow you long term. It is going to make a difference. So show up on team calls. You're on here tonight, so you're doing that. Show up on book club, because personal growth is a strong, firm foundation for what you are building with this business. And we will talk more about that next week too. And then the IBA chat. So showing up in the things that you need to show up in. And then, how you get there. It's not about necessarily knowing everything right away. It's not having all the answers right away. It's not having it all figured out, because here's a little secret. Nobody has it all figured out. Nobody's perfect. Nobody knows everything. We don't know everything. You're not going to have the day where you know everything, but it's just showing up and getting started. I think Tiff mentioned that earlier, just getting started, and then duplicating and asking questions and growing and learning. And you can impact lives tomorrow, today, the next day, every day, just by getting started and being consistent in doing these things. Going to move forward with a little bit extra. Tiff, anything you want to say on that?
Nope, all good. Show up, be consistent, and stay coachable. Preach it.
Okay, so moving from there, hopefully I'm not talking too fast. Moving from there, what is it going to take? So I just want to tell you guys straight up, this is not a magic bean that you're going to plant in the ground and it's going to sprout to the clouds and you're going to climb the beanstalk. It's not some fairy tale potion, whatever. It's not just something that's going to magically happen. Now, you could say Plexus is magical and it's amazing. It is, but it takes showing up and the consistency. It doesn't mean it's easy and it's just going to happen. I remember when we first started I had to consciously make that decision to say yes. It was a thought, and I remember it vividly in my mind when I started that, okay, if I do what they do, duplicate what they do, and I can go to the top with them, I'm going to consciously say yes to whatever they tell me to do. And I knew I was going to have to do things out of my comfort zone, and I was not going to be ready. You're like Tiffany said, you can keep getting ready to get ready. It was just gonna, that's a fact, but I had to do it anyway. So I did the things afraid. I closed my eyes and pushed that button. I started sharing on social media, which was terrifying for me. I reached out, like the things that, doing my first call, leading training things that I did not have belief in myself or think that I was maybe capable of. I did them afraid, and I learned and I grew through them. So making that decision to say yes. God uses you in big ways. I truly believe when we make those decisions to get out of our comfort zone, when we make those big goals, when we dare to dream and do big things and do things afraid, He can use us in big ways. So don't hold yourself back from maybe something that God can be using you through in any area of life for that matter. So get out of your comfort zone and do those things afraid. Being intentional with carving out time, you make it time for what's important and for what you value. So it's gonna take realizing, okay, what do you value? If you value this, and this is important, you're going to make time. So identify your why, write it down, give yourself permission to dream. And you guys, if time and money were of no consequence, what would your family, what would that look like 5 years from now? How would you be adding value to others? How could you give back? Dream. Some of you may have stopped dreaming, or maybe you never gave yourself permission to dream in the first place. Maybe it seemed too far out of reach. Maybe you think it's for them. It's not for you. You guys, it is for you. You need to give yourself permission to dream, to think big, and to do the things afraid. So make a digital collage if you want to, a graphic, put it on your phone, put it on your computer, write it down, put it on your fridge, put that in front of your face, because when you write things down, when you have those visuals, it matters, it makes a difference, and you are declaring it. And it is scary to declare those things out loud sometimes, but declare them out loud, declare your goals, do those things, and share it with your family. Dream together and do this together with your family. Excuses. Let's quick talk about excuses. Everyone can have them. They are not special, friends. Excuses are not special. They're a dime a dozen, but what is special is not letting that run your life. Everyone can have an excuse, but you can also choose what you do. Those who do, they turn their excuse into a reason why. Okay, so dream big. Those who are doing it, they don't play it small. They have a growth mindset. They look to impact others, and they just go. They don't come up with reasons not to do something. They came up with reasons why. So it's not saying what if or I can't. You say, because of this reason, I am showing up. I can show up. I will do this. So do me a favor and think of your children. Or if you don't have kids, think of someone maybe you mentor, or a little brother or a little sister. What advice would you give them if you could empower them to their fullest potential so that they worked hard and they didn't let anything hold them back? What would you say? What would you do? And turn that around and do that for yourself. Say those things to yourself. Imagine and believe those things for yourself, because it starts with us. And if you do that for yourself, you can have that impact on other people. You can lead by example. That's what we want for you guys. So show up, do those big things. You're not only changing your mindset, your future, but you're impacting those around you, and you're inspiring your children. You're inspiring the people around you. to do the same thing, and you're leading by example. So you're bringing people with you and you're making an impact. And that's exactly what we are going to lead into next week with part 2, when we talk about developing ourselves and bringing up leaders and creating leaders and making that impact beyond us, and how that runs into your business and growing a strong business. Tiff, I think you wanted to wrap it up with some things too, quick.
Yes, Jamie, spot on. Doing it afraid, just doing it, you know, identifying your why, turning that around, instead of saying because of this, saying I will because of that. No excuses. I loved all of that. And remember, whether you're impacting one life or 1,000, y'all, you are a leader and you are making a difference. And, you know, I'll close by saying that I just really hope that y'all truly understand and value this opportunity before you, because no matter where you're at in life right now, we all have the potential to be where we want to be and to get there with Plexus. So here, you're going to always be surrounded by those leaders who are going to challenge you, encourage you, pour into you. You're going to be surrounded by peers who are going to sharpen you, uplift you, support you, help you grow. You're going to be surrounded by possibilities that are going to expand your horizons. So if you have not scrolled up, scroll back up in that chat, y'all, and reread through those, because this is truly an opportunity like no other. And I speak from experience and being with Plexus for 5 years, and all the blessings that it has poured into my life and my dearest friends' lives and all the friends that I call family. And we are on the absolute best team. This is incredible. And this is the opportunity of a lifetime, y'all. So we're excited to see you next week, and thank you for hanging on with us tonight. All right, good night, y'all.